time we'll call the meeting to order. Opening our meeting, number one is roll call, Ms. Jill.
Mr. Laney. Present. Mr. Robinson. Ms. Blewett. Present. Mr. Bourgeois.
Present.
Mr. Murphy. Mr. Francis.
Present.
Mr. Klein Peter.
Present.
Mr. Burson.
Present.
Mr. Lewis Lambert.
Present.
Ms. Burrow. Present. Mr. Jake Rayner.
Present. Thank you, Ms. Jill. Item number two is our education, Mr. Lewis Lambert.
Bow our heads, please, and join me in the Lord's Prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done. Earth as it is in heaven. Give us today our daily bread. And forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil.
Thank you, Mr. Lambert. Item number three is our pledge of allegiance, Mr. Taft Bob Peter.
Please join me in the pledge. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag, United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice.
Thank you, Mr. Bob. Item number four is our official statement, Mr. John Murphy.
First, I want to apologize. I think in my 23 years and 10 months, I've never worn a hat to a meeting. But I rushed here from work. So, the mission of the Ascension Parish School System is to provide each student the high quality education necessary to succeed in an ever changing world.
Thank you, Mr. Murphy. Before we move on to item number five, Ms. Jill, I have one comment for. Is there any others?
No, sir.
All right, thank you, Ms. Jill. Number five is approve our minutes from September 16, 2025.
motion.
Got a motion by Mr. Klein Peter to accept.
Got a second.
Second by Mr. Bourgeois. Do you have any further discussion on the minutes from September 16? Any opposition? That motion carries. Thank you. All right, moving on to our meeting items. Number one is administrative introduction. Dr. Edith Walter.
Thank you, Mr. President. Tonight, I have the privilege of introducing the new assistant principal of Dutchtown Primary, Ms. Anna Wiggins. Started her education in Ascension Parish, attending Dutchtown Primary, Dutchtown Middle, and a proud graduate of Dutchtown High School. She earned her bachelor's in elementary education from Louisiana State University and her master's in educational leadership from Southeastern. She has taught at Spanish Lake and Duplessis Primary, and she became a master teacher in 2021 at Duplessis Primary, and then she was moved to Lakeside Primary. She's here with her spouse, Paul Whitman, and she has two beautiful children, Lala and Haley Whitman. I reintroduce to you Miss Anna Whitman. You want to say a few words?
I would love to.
Okay.
I would like to thank you, Dr. Walker, the board, and all who have entrusted me with this position. Like Dr. Walker said, my educational journey started right here in Ascension at Dutchtown Primary. So it's an honor to serve here and dear to my heart. It is my hope that every Eagle will thrive in these foundational years and feel empowered to reach their full potential no matter what their dreams may be. So I look forward to watching our students and staff continue to soar.
And I look forward to see what you and Ms. Benson will continue to do at Dutchtown Primary. Now, tonight, we'll give you the opportunity to exit, right? We have a full agenda, and we want you to take that beautiful baby home. Make sure you have the lunch dinner.
Sounds good.
Mom, we'll shake it over to you as well.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
All right, we're moving on. Before we go to item number two, we do have a public comment on item number two, so I call up at this time Mr. Jacob Newsom. You will come to the front, state your name and address, and you will have 3 minutes. Either way, do that.
Jacob Newsom, ABS employee. I'm here to speak on the matter of the differentiated compensation. There's a whole laundry list of issues that I and other teachers have with the way that this differentiation might pay for a limited time. Best just to say that it doesn't seem like it would be very fair to do any sort of differentiated instruction. Because of the teachers that get it versus the teachers that don't get it, sometimes it's just a difference in subject. So if you've got a veteran teacher that's a 21-year vet and has a PhD, we're speaking hypothetically. But they don't teach the right subject, they might not get the stipend, whereas someone that's a master teacher that's got 3 years classroom experience. Does get the stipend, and there just doesn't seem to be grind, recently I understand the times are tough and we're trying to hold on to new teachers and this, that, and the other, but. And I know y'all can only do so much on this. In permanent pay increase would be the best way to get new teachers and hold on to new teachers rather than. Differentiation of stipend that changes from year to year breeds a lot of uncertainty amongst teachers of, well, I got it this year, am I gonna be able to get it next year, it's gonna be a recurring thing, and. We already get that with the one-time stipends we keep getting from the capital while they're slow rolling any kind of. You know, pay raise for us, despite the fact that Louisiana's below the southern regional average, which is below the national average. But that's a different subject altogether, how much time do I have?
3 minutes.
No, just, I mean, thank you. I teach social studies, so, you know, I might be a little biased here. But social studies teachers teach a whole range of topics, not just histories and civics, we also teach reading comprehension and interpreting information. And finding trends and correlations and all these things that contribute to the school's SPS score in major ways. I mean, I'm part of Seminole High. History LC, I'm not afraid to say it's like SPLC, Bears on the state. We consistently have great numbers, yet we are completely locked out of this differentiated stipend because we just don't teach the subject that the state has decided is the important subject this time. We've got a great band program at Seminole High. I mean, you go in Seminole High band room, you look up and it's trophies upon trophies upon trophies. They run out of room and they had to throw out 2 crates of trophies from the flood in 2016. But they're not going to see any of this money, despite the fact that their students consistently perform at a high level. They're one of the best bands in the nation, best marching bands in the nation. I mean, a band student and drum major is our student of the year. And I would have to say that band probably played a reasoning in their discipline and all those other things that must have driven other factors, but they're not going to see any of that. I had 100% passage rate in AP art history, which considered to us was SPS score, but also I don't see any pay increase from that. So while I do appreciate any pay bump, obviously, for any teacher or support staff, I do think it would be better and fair and cause less dissension amongst teachers and PLCs if it was just a flat increase or bump this one time, rather than trying to figure out who gets what and making it look like you're not playing favorites when you're not in all these things. Okay. You wanna stand up here, or y'all wanna leave it sit down?
I love to address it, you all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's okay. Usually we don't address the public comments, but as one of our employees, I would love to just take a moment just to let you know that this board has absolutely given our employees permanent pay raises over the last 2 years, and then every one-time pay that we have given out over the last 8 or 9 years, every employee has received it. This differentiated compensation fund comes from the State Department. It is not money that this board allocates, and they give us specific directions on who can receive it. And so they don't really have any control over it. The State Department sends us $700,000, they tell us who can get it and the reasons that they can get it, and we try to follow that per the guidelines from the State Department. While I do agree with you, it's tough and we don't want to cause dissension, I just want you to understand that it's not, they're only approving that they have acknowledged we received the money and that we're giving it out the right way. They don't really approve who gets it.
No, I know, I'm sorry, I
Yes.
do, I know y'all have other things to do. I know y'all don't decide who gets it,
Yes.
I understand that, but. When I was at the Capitol this summer, they were implying that they were gonna leave it at some level up to districts to decide how it got dispersed. And I don't know how that all played out, because they pushed those bills, they pushed those bills, they pushed those bills. But, you know, I don't think it's a great fix, I don't think it's gonna be helpful in the long term, and. I don't know, it's just frustrating.
I do appreciate you, though. I appreciate your concern.
That's what us to do.
Yes, sir, Mr. Murphy.
You preaching to the choir, but where you need to be is in front of these state legislators and the senators that approve this allocation.
And I will.
And we talk to them, I mean, don't get them wrong,
Yeah.
but.
I'm saying, you know, we need,
Yeah, we
and
know.
I'm not saying y'all don't advocate for us, God knows you do.
Absolutely.
But it's really all hands on board, because I'm up at the Capitol. every summer, and I'm getting real spit matches with these legislators. And when I can even get a hold of them, most of them's answering machines, including, I need to say, I'll say over at one of our, some here in Ascension, their voicemails don't even work anymore, you can't even leave them a message. It's a shame.
But I do appreciate you sharing that with us, and so that maybe.
I'll let you know, I'll talk.
That we can talk. Thank you.
All right, so we'll move on with item number two, which is consideration of the differentiated compensation for the LDOE stipend that Ms. Jackson will present for.
Good evening. Differentiated compensation for fiscal year 25-26. Differentiated compensation provides funding to assist with addressing distinctive market needs in the recruitment and retention of teachers. Qualifications according to LDOE, highly effective teachers, teaching in leadership positions, teachers in critical shortage areas. The employees receiving the stipend based on 24-25 LDR evaluations are highly effective teachers in math, science, grade 6 through 12, highly effective teachers proficient special education grade 8 through 12. In current position, instructional leadership team, teacher coaching, literacy coaches, and literacy mentors. The amounts of the stipend is $2,500 for teacher and literacy coaches and literacy mentors, $2,000 for highly effective math and science teachers grades 6 through 12, $2,500 special education teachers, $1,000 instructional leadership team teacher observers, and $500 for instructional leadership team non-observers.
All right, board decisions action item, like Dr. Walker said, we've got a motion by Mr. American. Second by Mr. Lewis Lang. Yes.
State favorable?
State pays for it. Yes, state money.
Do we have, we got a second by Mr. Lewis Lang, do we have any further discussion on this topic? Is there any opposition? All right, the motion carries, thank you, and you can stay right there. Item number three, consideration of approval of the 2025-26 LDOE one-time pay disbursement, Ms. Jackson.
The one-time state stipend for fiscal year 26, qualifications are actively employed on October 1st, 2025, and the pay date of the stipend is Thursday, October 30th, 2025. Not actively on leave without pay and or workers' comp on the pay date of which they, Thursday, October 30th, so we can change that 2025. Employees who sabbatical leave and or statistic leave shall receive 65% of the stipend amount. The amounts are $2,000 for all full-time active certified professional staff dispersed on 10/30/2025, and $1,000 for all full-time active support staff dispersed on October 30th, 2025. The financial computation according to the stipends amount, we have 2,252 full-time certified and professional staff, which is $4,504,000. Benefits of $1,035,469. So the total payout for full-time active certified professional staff is $5,539,469. Number of active support staff, we have 1,340. The stipend amount is 1,000, so that's 1.3 million. Benefits of $396,238. The total payout for full-time active support staff is $1,736,238. Number of part-time employees is 217, which is 217,000 part-time certified stipend and 146 part-time supports. So the total stipend there is going to be 290,000. Benefits, the total bid package is $329,933. The amount we received from the state was $7,017,595. The total payout for certified professional support and part-time staff is $7,605,640. Amount funded by the district will be $588,045. This covers the in-kind not included in the state payout. So this is just an estimate, so until we get the actual, it could be a little more employees, a little less, it just depends on who's on leave, who's, return terms and things like it, but this is our estimated numbers as of October 3rd.
Questions?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, okay.
Is there any other one-time payments that might be coming out before the end of the year?
We would definitely, as a board, like with the superintendent and Mr. Lambert, Charlie Lambert, to discuss that possibility.
Yeah.
And like you just mentioned in their comments, for the past 8 or 9 years, for sure, since I've been on the board, every year we've given them one time, we would like to continue that. In the November timeframe, but obviously, we wanna look at everything.
Wanted to make sure that that was on top of all this as well.
Yes.
Right now, Darby is looking at the budget and coming up with the numbers of what it could cost us based on 3 or 4 different amounts. And I'll bring those amounts to the board, and then you'll decide whether or not that's how you.
Raise the floor pretty soon.
Absolutely. We're hoping to do that on the 21st, on the first,
Thank you.
Yeah, we're working on.
Any other questions?
I'll make a motion.
Got a motion by Mr. Tadpole Peter, a second by Ms. Karen Bro. I guess one quick question, that, you know, I know we always wanna be looking if this will, kind of push this to do it in the entire budget, right? Because it's not in the original budget, so it's, so I know y'all got your eye on it, but just, and with the question, Mr. DeFrancis is asking as well. Combine those two together, he said he put you in the spot where you need it.
And it's very tough because we can't put the money in the budget until we receive it from the
Correct.
state. And we didn't receive from the state until after we had already approved our budget. So it automatically makes us start having these working.
And is, this one time payout would be on October 31st?
Yes, sir. October 30th.
30.
Yes.
Got it. So, our staff will see that here.
Yes.
I got a motion on the floor by Mr. Tadpole Peter, second by Ms. Karen Bro. Do we have any further discussion? Any opposition? All right, the motion carries, thank you. Right, yes, stay there again, item number 4, financial reports, John Jeff.
Okay, so these are the financial highlights for August 2025. We actually closed out June revenue on August 12th. So once the audit is gonna be on site October 20th, so once we get a closeout from the audit of June 30th, I'll definitely let you, the board know about that. For August 2025, revenue was 20.5 million, 2.2 million over the budgeted amount. Expenditures were 27,620,000 over the budgeted amount. And we had a excess, well, it was a deficit at for August 6.5 million, 1.6 million under the budgeted amount. So we did good in all. Major revenues, AFP, he budgeted 10.4 million, we received 10.9 million, a variance of $467,881. Sales tax, we budgeted 7.7 million, we received 8.7 million, a variance of $1,076,358. And after all, we didn't budget anything, but we actually received $2,985. So it's a variance of $2,985, which gives us a total of major revenues of $1,547,224. We had a few major expenditure variances this month. Graduate education was over the budget amount $226,000 due to teacher salaries of $50,000 and para salaries at $137,000. Instructional staff services were over the budget amount of $105,000 due to educational reimbursement back to employees. Business services was over the budget amount by $163,000 due to the renewal of links. And operation and plant services were over the budget amount $776,000 due to $351,000 of repairs and maintenance for several schools before the start of the school year, $141,000 for custodial services, $100,000 for materials and supplies, and $187,000 overage in electricity. We met, Darby, Jeff, and I met on Monday. We're gonna start meeting every month. Some of these expenditures were moved to Fund 82. So we're gonna meet on a monthly basis, so we can actually go over the expenditures for the operational area and move when we need to move it to Fund 82. So some of these expenditures will be moved. The balance sheet data claims, cash and investments comparing August 2024 to August 2025, the balance increased by 11 million. The cash decreased over the past year due to the increase in employment benefits. We have more funds we paid out in 24-25 year, and also we transfer money out of general funds to other funds. And that will be our fund balance total for the month of August is $112,152,738.
I have one quick question, I was looking at the salaries, for special ed, I see, you know, missed that, and the para one stood out to me, $137,000. I'm just curious about that, I guess.
I don't mind answering.
Yeah, no, yes, ma'am.
So there are so when we did our budget, we did it based on the number of teachers that we had in our school system. But oftentimes there are strict regulations around our SPED department where we may have 5 kids in a class, but because of the differences in their age, we have to split a class. That'll make us have to hire another teacher. If there's a child-specific para that has been approved through the school year, through the IEP process, then we have to add another para. So those are all like new positions that have come on in the 25-26 school year as we continue to support our students.
And when I say number 137,000, know the salary for paras.
Absolutely, and we don't get any leeway with that, so let me be clear, we don't get to pick or choose whether we're gonna give a para if the IEP decides. We don't get to pick or choose around the ages of the kids, there are laws and we have to follow them. So if we need to split a class, we're gonna split it, if we need to add a para, we're going to add it. That's what it is. Yes, sir, yes, and we've done quite a bit of that this year to support student needs.
Any other questions for Mr. Shannon about the budget?
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Moving on board to our consent agenda, I'll read it out. Number one is approval of personnel August 2025. Number two is approval of military leave for employee leave audit. Number three, approval of the 25-26 pupil progression plan. Number four, approval of job description for special education secretary, job 656. Number five, approval of changes to job description for coordinator of student services, job code 176. Number six, review and approve changes to job description for federal program coordinator, job code 226. Number seven, approval of changes to the job description for human resources general's job code 147. Number eight, approval of changes to the job description for human resources clerk, job code 670. Number nine, approval of changes of job description for human resources specialist, job code 149. Number 10, approval of out-of-state field trip for Dutchtown High and Prairieville High, NJROTC unit to attend the battle at Blakely, Orienteering, Spanish Fork, Alabama, October 17th through 19th, 2025. Number 11 is approval of out-of-state field trip for Dutchtown High cross-country team to attend the Watson High School Cross Country Classic 2025 in Clinton, Mississippi, October 17th and 18th, 2025. Number 12, approval of out-of-state field trip for San Juan High angler fishing team to attend the Alabama Bass Federation Open Challenge in Lincoln, Alabama, November 6th through 8th, 2025. And last, number 13, approval of out-of-state field trip for Prairieville High School band to attend the Stars Performance Program, Orlando, Florida, April 8th through 11th, 2026. Do we need to remove anything from our consent?
Motion accept.
We got a motion by Mr. Bourgeois to accept, we got a second by Mr. Lewis Lambert. Do we have any further discussion? Any opposition? That motion carries, thank you. Moving on to our committee information, number one is report of committee meetings, like Mr. Lewis Lambert.
Mr. President, the Facilities and Operations Committee met this evening. We covered two pieces of the property tonight, a 3-acre tract next to the new technology building on Worth Road in Dallas, and a 15-acre site in Galvez on Calder Road. The committee approved the planning department to negotiate for both pieces of the property. The third agenda item is the renewal of school security officers in the city of Gonzales. The committee was presented with renewal through the 2033 renewals through 2033 for SSOs at East Ascension High in Gonzales Middle. These items will go to the full board approval in the future meeting. That's it.
All right, thank you, Mr. Lambert. And the only thing we had, as you all know, we had our board workshop, first of three, starting our administrative team. Two more to come in the very future. So that's it. We'll move on to number two, scheduling of committee meetings. Do you have anyone that needs to schedule? All right. Moving on, superintendent board comments. Number one is superintendent comments.
I only have one sort of announcement. I just want to remind the board that on Monday and Tuesday of next week will be fall break for our teachers and our students.
Yes.
I know they're very excited about continue to look at the calendar. It's when we give them these breaks. There are also things that they really do appreciate. So I just wanted to remind you guys that they'll be out on Monday and Tuesday. That's all I have.
Thanks. Item number two is board comments. Do we have any board member comments? Item F is executive session. Number one, consider to move to executive session regarding the annual evaluation of Superintendent Dr. Edith Walker. I'll need a motion, a second, and a roll call. Second. Motion by Mr. Francis, second by Mr. Bonfier, And you'll get a roll call, Ms. Judith?
Ms. Blaney,
Yes.
Ms. Blowin,
Yes.
Mr. Blumenthal,
Yes.
Mr. Murphy, Mr. DeFrancis,
Yes.
Mr. Kleinpeter,
Yes.
Mr. Burton,
Yes.
Mr. Lambert,
Yes.
Ms. Rowe,
Yes.
Mr. Virginia Carter.
Yes.
All right, we'll do 1 hour, open